I was really looking forward to coming here to Untied.
Amazing. And here at Barangaroo, I mean, the water views, it's just got such a great vibe.
What I love about this place, they cater for vegetarian, just in a really good way, right? So it's not like one of those typical, where you go somewhere and there's only mushrooms. So they're so creative with their vegetarian cuisine. And I'm looking forward to meeting Addie.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
So, Adelene is an incredible chef, and we're going to learn so much about her today with her history in, obviously, the world of culinary delight. So that's a bit exciting.
We'll be talking about, her journey going through the ranks as a female chef in the hospitality industry in Australia, and also her heritage and how that shines through her cuisine. Awesome.
Let's do it, Gina.
So it's so great to be here with you, Addie. Thank you so much for joining us.
And what a spread.
I know, this is incredible. So Untied Barangaroo, this used to be an old shipping container yard. And now it's turned into this incredible harborside, playground. How does it feel working here every day?
I really enjoy working here. I'm all about, working in a place that I thoroughly enjoy, and you just have to come in and have a really positive team, and then, food tastes better as well.
Big highlight for us coming here today to meet you is that you are a head chef and a female head chef.
Who is 6 months pregnant as well at the moment. I know. How's that going? Yeah, congratulations, definitely. And how's it all going?
Really good. Got my energy back.
Yeah.
Second trimester, I'm feeling good. Don't know about how the third trimester is going to go, but I'm just taking it easy, taking a step at a time. Yeah, there's no date on when to finish up. I'm just going with the flow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so it's a really good point. I don't know how common practice it is for female chefs to be, number one, a head chef.
Yeah.
And then secondly, pregnant and running the ship. How's that?
Look, it's not that practical, but we make it work. My team's really good. They look after me. I don't do my 50, 60 hours that you would normally do. I obviously pull back. Yeah, it's more admin now, and overseeing the kitchen, menu development.
And behind the scenes, which is great though, I guess. So that would be very different to what you're used to, yeah? I mean, you started cooking so young.
I started cooking when I was about 16. I got my first big commercial gig when I was about 17, and then just took it from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you love about being a chef?
I love that no day is the same. That's what my favorite thing is. It's always pumping. Days go faster because you're just full of adrenaline. And I just love the hustle. I love the hustle of it. I love the energy.
Well, speaking of hustle and energy, you were a pretty brave entrepreneur at 24, we believe. Is that right?
Yeah. So my partner and I, we opened a Bangladeshi restaurant in Surrey Hills.
You worked in some pretty, exclusive restaurants, in the US. So hatted restaurants. Has that influenced? Would you say has that influenced the way you cook now, or the way that you create menus? Just basically the way you work as a head chef.
Yeah, definitely. I gained so much knowledge over there. I did like an intense little culinary trip for myself for about 3 months. It just was a sponge. Just soaked it all up. Loved food in New Orleans, such soulful food. I brought that back here. We do like a soul brunch now on the weekends and Saturdays, fried chicken waffles, that kind of thing, really tasty, like party food.
So talk us through what's here, because this looks like an incredible spread.
Amazing.
And maybe we'll start with...
So over here we've got a little vegan number. Basically we're big on aquafaba here because we do a lot of vegan cocktails. So we use the leftover chickpeas and make like a hummus dip. So this one for this season is a purple carrot hummus. And we've got some gluten-free crisps. So they're rice pepper crisps, and they're dusted in like tapioca flour, rice flour. We deep fry them, nice and crunchy, fully vegan.
Yum.
Yeah.
So with a vegan, going down that path of vegan, that does feature in this restaurant quite a bit. So you've obviously designed these dishes as well. You've created these dishes.
Yeah, we've decided to go for a tropical Asian inspired menu. Yeah. Colourful, bright, fresh dishes.
Had like a little stint of being completely vegan as well.
So it was actually really hard coming here and having to cater for vegans. I found it really difficult, which most chefs do. Dietaries, veganism, vegetarianism. It's not something that a lot of chefs are familiar with. Yeah. So I went vegan for 4 months just to force myself to learn, you know, how to cater to them.
Yeah.
And what they would want and what they crave. And that really helped me out. Yeah.
Wow, I love that. It's like an
I
actor
love the
really
journey.
embodying.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Great.
that's exactly what
really
it is.
committed. It's fantastic, and I think it really shows through, obviously, your food, adding your commitment to your craft.
Well, and I guess you can't really, I mean, you really don't know unless you do live that, do you? Because you do, I mean, you wouldn't know how to, you know, put flavours together, what works really well. Because, I mean, don't you remember back in the day, the only, you know, you'd get the vegetarian meals in restaurants and they'd always just be mushrooms,
Yeah.
you know, with a bit of garlic and olive oil. And now look at what's available.
That's so true.
Yeah, that's right. So, okay, so we've got the carrot hummus, which I can't wait to get to tuck into. And then we've got some pescatarian fare over here.
Yes, so we also have a little smoked trout to start up with a sambal, house-made sambal and pineapple salsa with some kaffir lime leaf, really fragrant. That one is really close to my heart because I am Indonesian and this is my auntie's recipe for sambal.
Oh,
recipe.
wow. Okay, can't wait
Yeah.
to try that. Yeah,
So big fan of that one. And then over here we also have another vegan number. This one is a mushroom ceviche.
Wow, I thought
okay,
it was,
delish.
I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was chicken or fish, but
Yeah. What kind of mushrooms are in there?
They are oyster mushrooms.
Oh, okay. And they're just
Wow.
finely sliced.
Yeah, shredded oyster mushrooms. We've got some coconut flesh in there, some tomato, red onion, jalapeno, and it's going with a nice coriander emulsion.
Okay, fantastic. Can't wait to tuck into that.
Love it.
And there's a bit of tofu going on in here.
Yes, so this one's also vegan. We've got a tofu satay udon. Satay is like my favorite thing to eat, being Indo. I love a satay.
How did you get into cooking? Were you inspired by anybody in your family or?
As cliche as it is, yeah, my grandmother, but
Yeah.
I think I grew this love for cooking because my my parents, they liked eating out a lot. They weren't the best cooks. My mum is much better now, but we would eat out a lot at restaurants, and I think that's what kind of started my love for, you know, the restaurant culture.
I'd love to hear a little bit more about your journey as a female coming through the ranks in what's primarily a male predominant
Yeah.
sort of.
Because, well, I can definitely relate as well. I'm being in the transport industry as well. It's so male dominated, I guess. It always has been. And now we are seeing more women. Well, I mean, we're kind of setting the standard, but it is different. It's a different industry altogether. But yeah, tell us about with women, because there are a lot more now.
There are, especially in the company that I work for. We've got about 3 or 4 head chefs.
Which is Australian venue.
Australian venue.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, I don't know. I never really thought of myself as, you know, a female chef. I always just thought of myself as like a chef.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, sometimes it's hard. You can't get caught up in the whole gender thing. You just have to stick true to yourself and just be fearless.
These days, though, more and more so, you are seeing that it is very much based on merit and ability.
It's spicy.
I love it. I love Auntie's recipe, and I love trout. Big fan. Loving the crunch, the spice, the coriander, the freshness, the trout, the sambal. Yeah, winner. 10 out of 10, Auntie and Addie.
Addie, how do you measure success in what you do? So what would you say your greatest accomplishment has been?
Being a 17-year-old starting chef, I always thought, you know, once I became a restaurant owner, that would be, you know, the epitome of success. But it doesn't actually make you a good or great person. I think I've actually gotten a lot more gratification from, you know, fulfilling my dream, like going out, traveling, exploring different cultures, immersing myself in their cuisine, and just like little goals to myself like that. That's you know, I thoroughly enjoy what I did, and I was proud of what I did, and that was way more, you know, gratifying for me
Than any big accolade or award.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes total sense. I guess it's more about the personal growth.
Yeah.
For yourself as well, it has been like right throughout your whole career, I guess, the whole process.
Yeah, you get the accolades, you get the awards, but it was just doing a little something for myself as like a little reward, and then seeing where that took me, you know, like traveling to the States for 3 months and working in a 3 Michelin restaurant, like 11 Madison Park was the best restaurant in the world in 2017, and like staging there was just, I had goosebumps.
So is it as crazy in these hatted restaurants as what they make out to be in on TV shows?
There are a lot of crazy restaurants out there where it's, very stereotypical. You have the hot-headed head chef.
Yeah.
I've worked in a lot of places like that. It's very military in a sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very authoritative. Like that's very normal to work in places like that. But, being here, my kitchen, my team, it's less fear-based and it's more encouraging. And I find that they're a lot more receptive, and we just enjoy coming to work.
Adelene, it seems that that's a real trend within ABC, Australian Venue Co. The culture is very much positive, uplifting. It's very family feeling.
It is.
Yeah. Working with ABC, all of us head chefs, we get together, we have little kind of head chef excursions. We all look out for one another. Some of us it's our first head chef job, others not, and we just bounce off each other, and we're here to support one another. We're also close to each other as well. I've got at least 4 head chefs on the wharf, and we're always in a group chat, keeping in touch, and we all kind of run our kitchens in a similar way, more encouraging, positive, rather than fear-based.
In terms of mental health within the industry, we know that obviously that can be quite challenging for chefs with the shifts, and we don't need to go into the details and whatnot, but having a culture like ABC has developed, and obviously it is amazing for chefs like yourself, that must play a really big part in the general mental health of the team.
Mental health is really important to me, very close to my heart, especially when you're doing 50, 60 hours. You have to have like a really good work-life balance, a very healthy work-life balance. When I was younger, I didn't have that. I thought, if I work hard, I play harder, whereas you can't sustain that, and you'll just burn yourself out.
Addie, just on that point, obviously culture, supportive culture, really close teamwork, team environment is going to support the mental health of the chefs and staff of the whole industry.
Yeah.
What else would you add to sort of, you've got work-life balance, you've got a great healthy culture. Is there any other advice you'd give to anyone in the industry, so whether it's chef or waiter, to look after their mental health in this kind of game?
My team, more than I see my own family sometimes. We're always with each other. That's why it's really important that we're all pretty level-headed. We respect one another, and we love working with each other, and we love what we do. So checking in, is basically just like us being here and being around each other, and keeping it light. Coming back into work after COVID, just things like things that are changing, like less contact.
Yep.
So we've started a new ordering system where less contact. You order through your phone, and then the food gets brought to you. You get it through the kitchen.
Yep.
Cutting out that middleman a little bit more. Both of my grandmothers were amazing cooks, like unbelievable, but very different style of cooking. And I got to see both of them do their thing, and just adapted from that. So sometimes there's a bit of fusion going on, and then sometimes I like to keep it quite traditional. Just depends what the concept is and what the crowd.
And here it's mainly, you've got the Asian influence coming through here.
Most of my team, we're all from Asian origin.
Yeah.
So I just thought, play to our strengths. We love cooking and love eating this type of food. So I wanted to be really proud of what we're putting up. This time around. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's incredible. It's an incredible spread. I really want to try that.
I have one last really juicy question for you, Addie.
Loaded, this one.
Yep. Yep.
What would Adelene say to her 16-year-old self?
That's a good question. What I would say to my 16-year-old self, trust in your instincts. Don't get hot-headed. Just, be a sponge, absorb as much as you can, and gain, mentorships and just learn and just grow and I probably wouldn't do anything different to what I actually did.
Nice.
Yeah, it's different when you're young. You just have no fear.
I agree.
You just go with it. You don't care. you know, what you have to do. Yeah.
Nice.
Different.
Good advice, though. I mean, I'm sure that there's plenty
Oh,
of young, aspiring
absolutely.
individuals, not even chefs, choosing that industry that would take that advice and run with it. So, thank you.